welcome back to TAZS's Wig Closet at Wig Studio One, here to help you find more joy and empowerment from your wig journey. Today we're going to take a look at a brand new, highly anticipated style by Belle Tress. This one is called Tiger Sugar. I have Tiger Sugar in 3 different colors for you. We're gonna do an unboxing. I'm gonna show you the inside of the cap because what the heck is this half moon lace thing all about? Coming up. I purchased all 3 of these wig styles with my own funds from Wig Studio One. You can find them by going below this video, expanding the description box, and then locating the direct product link. When you click on that link, it takes you out to Wig Studio One where you can take a look at all of the colors, the prices, and the Belle Tress brand is always an automatic 30% off at Wig Studio One. If you have any questions for us, please reach out to support@wigstudio1.com. Tiger Sugar, brand new from Belle Tress in their cafe collection. It's a long beach wave style with bangs. Come to think of it, I don't think I have ever reviewed a style by Belle Tress with bangs. Have you seen one? This ought to be interesting, right? The other new thing about this cap is that they're describing this as what they say is a half moon lace. We're going to take a look at that when we do our unboxing. We're going to examine it pretty closely to see where the value is in this new half moon lace. And this one here is in the color Butterbeer Blonde. And then the other 2 colors that I have to show you are Trace Leches Blonde and Champagne with Apple Pie. And yes, so all 3 are some of my favorite blondes by Belle Tress. I do get questioned about why I don't review more brunettes when I'm purchasing, and I think most of you understand that when I'm purchasing wigs for myself, I always buy my favorite blonde. So I would urge you to check out my review for all of the detail on the style, and then maybe look at another review also to determine what color you're going to choose. So let's get started on Tiger Sugar. So this long style is about 20 inches long, and I'm taking that from the description. I would say that's probably really accurate. 20 inches long, it features a beach wave. It's kind of a thick, heavy density. I think it weighs like 6.5 ounces according to the description. So it is a heavier style. I think that if I were going to wear this in warmer climates or summer months, I would definitely have to put this off, get it off of the neck. Now the bang part is really practical, and this is what I really, really love about this style. The bangs are 4 inches, and a couple of things. So you'll notice that that bang is an undercut bang, meaning that these longer layers on top kind of overlap. And the bang itself is a very wispy density there. It's been taken down. It's kind of a notch cut, so it's not too perfect. It gives it a nice wispy appeal. Now, when I first brought this out of the box yesterday, the bangs were kind of plastered to my head. They just were really stiff. I had to really get in there and wake them up, and you'll see that there's still some remnants of box hair in these bangs, and that is very typical. So if you do get one that has a stiff bang in there, just swirl around at the root, wake up the fiber, maybe give a spritz of water and let it hang for overnight before you try it back on again. Now, do these things only if you plan to keep your style. But bangs can be a little ornery that way. I got a shirt in the mail the other day from Kohl's. I ordered something from clearance. And when it came in this little plastic bag. And it was folded a little bit, but when I took it out, it was all like whopper jawed. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this? So I shook it out really well. And I left it hanging on the back of a chair overnight. That's all I did was shake it out and hang it on the back of the chair. The next day, it looked so much better, and I was really happy with it. So why are wigs any different? Right out of the box, they don't look their best. You have to get in there, and first of all, you have to wake them up, and then you have to put your touch on it. Make it yours. So So I always talk about owning your style, making it yours. And I think there is a lot you can do. So this one this Tiger Sugar has that temple to temple lace front, which they're calling a half moon lace, and a center monofilament part. It's a single unit. We're going to take a look at this very closely. I'm just going to let the cat out of the bag. I am not a fan of this lace front monofilament unit. I have seen better by Belle Tress. I was really excited, a half moon lace front. This is something new, new technology, but it sort of falls flat on me, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so we talked about the density being more on the thick side. I was really hoping it would have a density similar to the Shakerado style that I reviewed by Belle Tress, which has a beautiful light density. This one is more on the heavier side. Based on this piece. And we're going to take a look at the other three. That's really the best measure we have to determine what can be our variances from style to style, because we know there are going to be some variances. And there is some permatease in Tiger Sugar. So you're not going to find anything on top. The top is rather flat, no permatease. Where I am sensing the permatease is at the nape. Okay. It starts about right here on down, and it's not a thick pillowy presence of permatease. It's just palpable. I can sense that it's there. That carries around through the front. Nothing at the ear tab. So just behind the temple, on the sides, back, and nape, we're going to find some permatease, and that's just to support the structure of this style. So before we get into our unboxing, I just want to mention something. So there are some other styles like this on the market today. And I'm going to tell you that both the Estetica's Verona and the Henry Margu's Willow are very similar to this style. But their bang is about 8 inches long and this one is 4. Okay, so that is a bigger difference that you're going to see. I think Willow is a little bit longer, but Verona is about the same, so that's kind of negligible. The one that comes the closest is the TAZSWIGCLOSET California Beach Waves. That bang is around 5 inches, and it features that same beach wave. That one, if you really like that one, I think you will also love Tiger Sugar by Belle Tress. So let's get started on our unboxing. So which one are we going to unbox here first? This is the Leches Blonde. Brand new color by Belle Tress. New for spring of 2022 or summer of 2022. I think they're starting to fill orders for that color now. And I think this color is pretty much going to be one of their mainstay blondes. So it will be, it should be available on your favorite style very soon. Okay. Open her up here. Packaging, typical. Of the stuffings. Silicone pack. Okay. Everything looks pretty good so far. I'm going to go ahead and remove the tag. All right, so here it is right out of the box. Tres Leches translates into 3 milks. So this is a very light 3 milk blend of blondes. We're going to see a cool blonde, a natural blonde, and a warm blonde, just to kind of put it in a nutshell. And again, I go into a little more detail in my review. Beautiful, right? Very, very nice. There's the rooting on that. Okay, so let's reveal this cap. All right, so right away, let's address their half moon lace. I do love the fact that it's extended. It extends back into the ear tab. A lot of times with Belle Tress, you'll see them stop at the temple. So that is a huge plus. It's going to open a lot more options for styling. So it is an extended lace front. It's nicely contoured. The lace material feels very typical of Belle Tress. A little thicker and scratchier than some brands, okay? We're gonna examine the knots on this when we try it on. I don't think it's too bad here. Let's see here. Let's get up close on that real quick. with these bangs, I'm not sure that lace front is real practical. But if I ever want to move those bangs off the face, I can certainly achieve that. You see how shallow it is though? It's very shallow. And then the center monofilament part does go back to the crown, but that parting space is a 1/2 of an inch. It is very narrow. This is going to limit your parting pretty much to the center of this style. I rather like some of the center monofilament parts that Belle Tress has done in the past, where there's a wide mouth of where the lace joins up with the part. And this one has a very narrow mouth. So I feel like this half moon lace, yes, I love the fact that it's extended, but I don't love that there's very little monofilament lace material here. I just don't see I don't see the value in it. I really don't. For the price, you know, there's less monofilament on this compared to any of the other lace front monofilament products that they make. All right, so let's take a look. A lot of hair, right? A lot of hair. That is a very thick density. For those of you that enjoy the Belle Tress's very luxurious, decadent, glamorous, long styles, this one is going to be amazing for you in your wardrobe. For me personally, it's too long and heavy. So, you know, like I say, I'm gonna have to wear mine up. But that's just me and my own personal taste and preference. Okay? All right, so let's break up that part a little. Because we really can't part it outside of that parting space. A soft, gorgeous, luxurious, buttery type, heat-friendly fiber. It's very typical also of Belle Tress. So if you're familiar with the brand, it feels very much like the others. Now, Belle Tress runs large on me. I think your average large circumference is probably going to be most comfortable in a Belle Tress. It's going to be more comfortable than on a petite circumference. That is for sure. Sometimes I really struggle to get a secure fit with a Belle Tress. Okay, so I made my adjustments. I'm going to go ahead and put on the Tres Leches Blonde. Okay, what are those bangs doing? Do they need a little waking up? Yes, they do. So I just swirl around on the knots of the lace front. I want to set the knots free. I don't want to loosen them. That's not what I'm doing. That's not how I want to describe it. What I am doing is waking them up so that they can move more independently. Okay. There's your 4-inch undercut bang. Really nice. Now I would just love to take about 12 inches off of this, and this would remind me of something like a caliente with bangs, you know, a shorter fringe. I think a lot of the styles by Belle Tress would look amazing with a shorter fringe. Now you can always trim it in. You could take it to your stylist and have them trim in a 4-inch bang. So what do you think about this style? It really is beautiful. It really is. And the bangs just, it gives it a little bit of a more practical appeal, an easier to wear long style compared to some with, you know, the front pieces that hang down 14, 16 inches. There is some layering on this, not a whole lot, but some. And the beach wave is just a nice deconstructed spiral. It's been taken down on the ends a little bit. And I'm going to do a side-by-side just so you can get a sense of the variances. It's a little hard for me to see in the camera. I don't know. It feels a little fluffier to me than compared to the butterbeer. I don't know, you know, they're pretty much the same. I'm getting a sense of these bangs, and I kind of like these bangs a little better than the butterbeers as they came. It was a little bit of box hair, as I mentioned. So a beautiful blonde on a beautiful long style with bangs. There's going to be a lot of cute styling options for this one. All right, so should we go ahead then and unbox our final color, which is the champagne with apple pie. Okay, we're just going to get right into it because you've seen everything about it. I'm more curious than anything to see what this color looks like on this style and if there are any variances. And I may not even realize some of the variances until I go to edit this footage and start working with these styles a little bit. A gorgeous blonde. It's going to be a little warmer compared to the Tres Leches. I described in my video on this color that the Tres Leches blonde is kind of between the champagne with apple pie and the bombshell. So I have bombshell over here. So between these two lies our Tres Leches. Beautiful. I'm sensing the curl pattern is similar. It definitely is a heavier, similar weight to the others. The bang area looks the same. So let's go ahead. I'm going to break up this part and get this puppy on my head. I will do a side-by-side though, so you can pick up on, you know, the different colors, the different perhaps variances in the style. Flyaways everywhere. Now there are also a few loose hairs that are coming. So that is not a worrisome thing. There's plenty of hair. I mean, thousands and thousands of hairs are joined together to make a wig. And, you know, the shedding really is not a problem. In fact, it's to be expected. Okay, let's go ahead and make an adjustment. And put her on. Okay, the fit is the same on all three. It fits me large. I had to cinch it in a lot just to be secure on my head. The curl pattern seems the same, although this one again feels a little more fluffy to me too, compared to the butterbeer. And I noticed on all three of these, there's some baggy cap in the back. And when that's noticeable is when there's a really heavy density at the crown that kind of pulls at that droopy cap. I always know it's there, which isn't great. I don't like that feeling, but again, that's because my circumference lies outside of that normal range. And those are just some of the challenges that we have. So what about these bangs? Pretty good? So you can definitely get an up and over kind of a thing if you want those bangs to be kind of away from the face. And you will definitely need some heat to do that because right out of the box, they are straight. They are straight down and they want to hug the forehead, which is a good thing for bangs. I've had some bangs that when you put them on, they're sticking straight out, and boy, that's a challenge, especially if there's no lace front. Okay, champagne with apple pie. But in terms of variances, I feel like these are very, very close. There's nothing that's huge and glaring about the differences among these. The fit is the same, the curl pattern seems to be the same, the density is the same. the same lace and monofilament construction, the feel of the monofilament and things. So really, that is encouraging and very, very good. I know that there can still be outliers. Let's go ahead and do our three-way side by side. This has been an introduction to Tiger Sugar by Belle Tress in 3 different colors. Thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to look these up at Wig Studio One. All of the links are below. We'll see you again real soon at TAZSWIG Closet at Wig Studio One.